Hey everyone, just doing a little update from my video yesterday and a couple other things that I found out this morning that I kind of want to express my opinion on. So, I want to add on to my stand with Sophie and Riley Gaines. I'm still standing with them. But a little thing came up too, I saw, and it was about Caitlin Clark and how she's not she's supporting, but she's not really supporting Sophia Cunningham. She's not sticking up for her as much as she should be, in my opinion. So from what I'm reading and I'm understanding is Caitlin Clark has gone pretty much silent on this whole her opinion on women's in sports. It's like she's not saying anything and she's not standing for it, but at the same time, by not sticking up for it, even though she was in the process of or in the spotlight of women's sports belong to women, she kind of backed away from that. But yet the person that always on the court and off the court stuck up for Caitlin when Caitlin was getting bullied. Caitlin was getting media was bullying Caitlin off the court. You know, one of the two women that was standing up for Caitlin Clark was Sophie Cunningham. The other one was Lexi Hall. And for right now, with Sophie Cunningham getting all this backlash from the LGBTQIST alphabet soup, and about what her statements about she didn't hate trans, she didn't hate anything like that. She just feels women's sports belong to women, not men, and men dressed as women. And again, I stand with Riley Gaines and Sophia Cunningham and all the women that are fighting for that aspect, because women's sports belong to women and they should be able to have their achievements and their goals and everything like that. And I do believe that there should be another league if they wanted to set up for the other type of people that there is. So you have your men's sports and you have your women's sports. I'm all for them playing the same sports, but I don't think men should be entering women's sports just because they can't compete in the men's sports. It's ridiculous. So, like I was saying, I find it kind of ridiculous that even though Caitlin Clark may feel the same way or a little bit stronger than Sophie Cunningham does about the subject, why is it Caitlin Clark backing her? Of all the times that Sophia Cunningham has backed and protected Caitlin Clark, why is it Caitlin Clark doing the same thing in return? I mean, that's messed up. My opinion is Caitlin Clark selling out to the WNBA narrative, woke narrative. That's the portraying I'm starting to see. Tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. But why can't she back up Sophie like Sophie used to back up or does back up Caitlin Clark on and off the field? Come on, Caitlin. Say something. You, Lexi, and her were all the three amigos on the court. You backed each other up. Sophie did all this for you on and off the court. All the years you were getting, all these years you're getting rammed and made fun of or just pounded with negativity. She's there backing you up on and off the court. Why aren't you backing her up? We all know you feel the same way. We all do. You've made it clear in your past. And There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you feel about it. Granted, do I believe politics should stay out of sports? Yes. I totally believe that politics should stay out of sports. But your teammate that used to stick up for you is fighting this for you and for your kids and for your daughter, if you ever have a daughter, to be able to have her own sports. And you're totally not backing her up. Now let me go after the WNBA coaches. More and more of these WNBA coaches are pissing me off. Again, I believe politics should stay out of sports. And if these coaches were smart enough, they would answer saying, my job's not to talk about politics. My job's to coach. My job's to bring my team to winning. My job's this. If they were smart, they would totally keep the politics out of sport and out of conversation. But they're not. You got the Minnesota Lynx coach wearing that T-shirt, but makes comments of, I don't understand biology. You got the Golden State Valkyries coach saying that she has no problem with that everyone deserves an opportunity, and she doesn't see nothing wrong with pretty much trans being in women's sports. Men pretending to be women in women's sports. WNBA. W stands for women. Not trans women, not anything else. Women. You know, it's 8th grade biology. And we all say it's 8th grade biology. Like I said in my other video, I know there's 1 in a billion chances with genetic defects. I understand that. I did research on it. I understand that there is that 1 in a billion chance about multiple genetic the problems. But that women's sports is women's sports. Men's sports is men's sports. And it just seems like men who are pretending to be women have no biological aspect of a woman in their body besides they feel like a woman, even though there's nothing in their body that states that they are a woman, them being okayed. Now, in WNBA, is there any transgender women in the WNBA? What I'm aware of, no, not today. There isn't today. But I have read that there has been transgender women in the WNBA in the past 30 years. There was one of them I saw, I can't remember her name, but there has been in the history of the WNBA transgender women. But these coaches, they should just, their job is to coach basketball. Their job is to make their team win and their players to get better and win. Their job is not to play political. And again, them saying, well, I'm not educated enough, There is a difference between a man and a woman. And we all know it. We all know it. You can't give us that BS line. That's just making you look like you're just... That's just making you look stupid, because we all know in 8th grade, we all know in kindergarten boys see girls girls got cooties. Even in kindergarten, there's no boys and girls are different. I don't know, but these coaches need to realize to keep their mouths shut. Say that's not our subject to talk about. That's politics. We just want to talk about the game. We want to talk about scoring. We want to talk about our defense. We want to just talk about this. Let's keep the political stuff out of it. So, that Minnesota Lynx coach for wearing that T-shirt, shame on you. Shame on you for bringing politics into it. The Golden State Valkyries coach for actually opening her opinion on it. Shame on you. Your job is to coach the basketball team. Your job is to win games, help build your franchise, and everything like that. Let's concentrate on the sport. Let's concentrate on the WNBA, because right now, you coaches, you players that are backing all this political stuff, you're hurting the WNBA instead of helping it, all honesty. And the WNBA, in my opinion, is great as far as letting women play in sport. You know, showing their skills. I think they play a lot better than the men. Honestly, I'd rather watch a WNBA game more than I would watch an NBA game this day and age. Because the WNBA's got more competition, it seems like, than the men's. Let's concentrate on the game more than the political stuff. All right? You guys, WNBA, keep the political stuff out. You guys need to back Sophie. You guys do. Again, she never said she hated the trans people. She said she never hated gay people. She never said she hated... Even gay and queer are the same thing. This is one's female, one's male. But gay and queer are the same thing. She said she never hated those type of people. She just wants to keep women's sports for women. Biological women. And I stand with her on that. And I stand with Gaines, Riley Gaines. And I stand with all the women and then all the young females that are fighting to keep women's sports for women. Just like I would fight for men's sports and stay with men's. I would do it either way. This isn't Pop Warner. This isn't Little League to where they're learning a game. These are actual competition where they're getting paid. So let's keep it what it's supposed to be for. And let's stop favoring the pretend or the make-believes just so they feel included. On another note, I've passed day, 24 hours, I saw some MLB trades from the trade deadline that each team had to do. And I know I'm going to get a lot of probably feedback and a lot of hate and tomatoes thrown at the screen and everything about this. As you all know, you can tell I'm a Red Sox fan. So I just seen in the past 24 hours about trade deals that the Red Sox have made. My opinion on them, and I don't mind, I'm only a peon, but my opinion on them, and I've been a Red Sox fan since I was the age of 6, and here I am 47. My opinion on it is the Red Sox did some real stupid moves. Real stupid moves. I understand we needed some pitching, but they in the past 24 hours. Not saying that Rashman's a good catcher. Rashman's a great catcher. For the Baltimore Orioles, he's a great catcher. And you know what? Boo on Orioles for giving him up, because he's got skill. So, you know, Orioles, you were stupid. You were stupid. I'm gonna say that. But Boston, my team, giving up Narvaez. Yeah. Does he have mouth? Yeah, he does have a mouth. And so does Contreras. But Narvaez is a lot more quiet than Contreras was. Was Narvaez struggling a little bit? Yeah, but he was still, I still think he's better than some other catchers we have on our team. Not for nothing. I think he's better than Connor Wong. And Connor Wong's not that bad, but Connor Wong's been dipping the past season and a half or so. Narvaez came in to pick him up and get him, try to, fill the spot. And Neverez was, to me, in my opinion, was doing a great job filling that slot. It became the starting pitcher with Wong being the backup. Get rid of Wong. Get rid of Connor Wong. Keep Neverez. You were stupid giving up Neverez. Granted, we got another great catcher. We got Aldry. Rauschman. Aldry Rauschman. Granted, we got a great catcher, but we gave up 4 people. We gave up our best catcher and 3 pitchers, 3 prospect pitchers for Rauschman. And then, today, just saw, we gave up Marcelo Meyer. Marcelo Meyer. What are you thinking, Red Sox? What are you thinking? Like I said, I've been a diehard Red Sox fan since I was 6 years old. I'm 47. 41 years I've been a Red Sox fan. You gave up freaking Myers. Why? Why? That's all you Red Sox have been doing this past couple of years, is giving up on best prospects. I mean, granted, they should play. I totally agree. And we got some good players right there that's having some spots. I can deal with when it's a trade. You know, these great prospects, they need to come up and they need to play. And if you got a good player in front of them that's in the major league, granted, okay, I understand this. But Marcelo Meyer, bro, he, put him at third base. I don't even think we have a really good third baseman. I got to look at the schedule, but I don't think we're going to have a good third baseman. Should have kept him at third. And now you're thinking about getting rid of Jarren Duran? You be stupid to get rid of Jarren Duran. You will be stupid, Red Sox GM, to get rid of Duran. You got rid of Bobby Dalbec. You got rid of Marmelo. You got rid of Chase Meredith. You got rid of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Or Fitzgerald. Sorry, Fitzgerald. Ryan Fitzgerald. Like, I understand some of these guys need to move, and their contracts ran out, and they moved, and teams had to move them up, chance to move them up to the big leagues. I get it. So, it's good for them in that aspect, but y'all doing way too stupid stuff right now, Red Sox. You are doing way stupid. Again, getting rid of Neverez, getting rid of Marcelo Myers, and you need guys like them. You need guys like them right now in the positions. Granted, you got Trevor Story coming back, but you're also doing it to Romy Gonzalez. You're playing with Romy Gonzalez too. Romy Gonzalez I don't think he's a bad first baseman. You're playing games with him too. What are you doing, Red Sox? What are you doing? You got these great aspects that you can be using as your backups. You should get rid of guys like, and I'm going to like to say again, as much as I may like Connor Wong, get rid of Connor Wong. Tristan Casas. It's been 2.5 seasons without Tristan Casas. Where is he? I haven't heard any news about him. I look him up. It says he's still active. He's still active with the Red Sox. Where is he? Where is he? Why you keep him 2.5 years? If there was any other player that was injured for 2.5 years, you would have gotten rid of him by now. What is about Casas that you have that you couldn't like trade him off? You could trade him off. You could get rid of. You could change these contracts. You could sell him to another team and they pay off his contracts. 2.5 seasons, Casas has not been playing. He's going to come back, today? I think it says that maybe he might be coming back today, from what I'm reading. But the guy's always on the injured list. Like, what are you doing, Boston? Like, at this point in time, I feel like I could be a better GM for the Red Sox than you got these freaking knuckleheads right now playing GM for the Red Sox. Same things happen for the Yankees. You got these knuckleheads for the Yankees. And the only reason I say that is because my fellow family likes the Yankees. They're playing stupid. They're talking about getting freaking rid of Spencer Jones. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The next thing besides Aaron Judge, the best backup for Aaron Judge, you're thinking about maybe getting rid of him? What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? At this point, you might as well just sell them to the Mets because the Mets will use them, and then the Mets may become World Series champions because you're giving away good prospects. I mean, the Mets ain't smart enough either. They gave away for Lindor. You know, so, but what are you doing? What are you doing? You're giving away really good prospects, really good players that you can use them as backups. Move them up and use them as backups. You know, you got, like I said, Nevarez. Really good catcher. I personally think Nevarez is better than Connor Wong. I've seen Nevarez play when he was with the Yankees, when he was with the Hudson Valley Renegades. He was pretty good. You know? And I'm glad we got some of those Renegades. I'm glad we got some of those Yankee prospects. Siegler, Gasper. I've seen them guys play when they were with the Renegades. And I'm glad we picked them up. But now you're going to get rid of those good prospects. Now you're going to start getting rid of them for older guys. Yeah, I mean, granted, are all-stars, but let's build up these young guys. Let's keep these teams together. There's no franchise players anymore. Let's make some of these guys franchise players. You know what I'm saying? Don't have your Thurman Munsons anymore. You don't have your Carl Yastrzemski's, your Ted Williams. You don't have your Don Maddens. You don't have them anymore because all teams want to do is get rid of them. They don't want to build their teams up to be championship teams, and that's sad. So I don't know. I don't know. So I guess just to break it down, because my time's gone, is I still stand with Sophie Cunningham and Riley Gaines. Caitlin Clark, you need to realize where your loyalty is. To the person who stuck up for you when everybody was on your back and putting you down. Now you're not on her back, or you're not openly being on her back. You need to step up and have her back because she had yours. Red Sox, your past 2 days of trades, in my opinion, you're stupid, and this is coming from a guy who's followed you for 41 years. I don't know. I just don't get it. I mean, I understand contracts and stuff like that. And the last thing is, you WNBA coaches, you need to shut your mouth with the politics. Keep politics out of the WNBA. Concentrate on improving your players, improving the game, not the politics. Those are my opinions. Love me, hate me. Those who know me know where I'm coming from. So, I know I'm probably going to lose some subscribers. It is what it is. I may gain some, who knows. But, you know what? In the end, it's how I feel. Alright, so I'll talk to you all later. My brother's submission from SGC, I should be getting in about a week. I just got their grades and the notification that they're sending them out. So I will do a grade reveal, grading reveal on his cards when they come back. He told me he doesn't want to know the grades until I do my video, so I'll do those. I'll show eventually more of my cards. But these past 3 days, I just had to get on with the news, in current situations. Like I said, it's sports cards and more, so, with me, so. There's more and more. Hope you guys are having a splendid day. I'm later going to a Tri-City Valley Cat game with a nephew and niece. We're gonna have fun. So, peace out from then. All right. You guys have a good, safe day. Until next time. All right. Peace.